Welcome to the April 2024 edition of Corporate Reporting Insights. Over recent weeks, we've seen a number of developments around sustainability and in particular, sustainability reporting. Therefore, in our April edition of Corporate Reporting Insights, we include 8 articles focusing on sustainability. So first of all, we look at the implementation of mandatory climate reporting in Australia. We know there's been a delay of at least 6 months, but at least the legislation, the final legislation, has been tabled in Parliament. Secondly, we look at the fact that there's no delay for climate reporting by Group 2 and Group 3 entities in Australia. Thirdly, the final legislation adds some additional information around the definition of an asset owner for Group 2 and Group 3 entities. In particular, who does that criteria apply to? In the fourth article, we look at the Australian Auditing and Assurance Standards Board and their consultation on the proposed assurance over climate and other sustainability information. In the fifth article, we look at European businesses that have to conduct due diligence on their human rights and environmental impacts. In the sixth article, we've seen that in the USA, climate disclosure rules have been put on hold for now, and we expand on that. We also have an article, our seventh article, looking at developing a sustainability roadmap. We know there's been a delay in mandatory sustainability reporting in Australia, but that doesn't mean that our clients and organizations should now halt all activity. It's given you a little bit of extra time, 6 to 12 months to get ready, because we've been under a lot of pressure to get ready for 1 July. We have a little bit of extra time, so let's keep going. Then in the eighth article, we look at 7 steps to steer clear of greenwashing. We also invite you to our carbon accounting masterclasses that are being run across Australia in Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide and Perth. And then in early June, we have a virtual masterclass. It's a whole day masterclass. Looking at the greenhouse gas protocol and also the ENGER legislation. We then also include a section on Australian financial reporting developments, and 2 things there. First of all, public companies must now disclose more information about subsidiaries and their tax residency in their 30 June 2024 financial reports. This is a significant change for entities, and it's been mandated and published shortly before 30 June 2024. So entities don't have a lot of time to get ready for this. And then secondly, we also include an article on Tier 2 disclosures for supplier finance arrangements. In our last section of Corporate Reporting Insights, we look at IFRS accounting standards developments. And here we've got 6 articles. We look at revenue recognition by software resellers and the whole agent versus principal considerations. We also look at the fact that entities may have to reclassify their borrowings at 31 December 2024. And this is the second part of our series of articles on that new changes. In the third article, we look at the meaning of settlement when classifying liabilities as current or non-current. In the fourth article, finally, IFRS 18 is here, and IFRS 18 is replacing the old IAS 1, and it's looking at presentation of the primary financial statements. And IFRS 18 will come into play from 2027 onwards, but it's a big change, and it will completely change the look and feel of primary financial statements. We also include an article looking at changes in the pipeline for business combinations, goodwill, and impairment. So there's an we're expecting an ED shortly. And then in the sixth article, we've flagged that we've got a new BDO publication looking at illustrative interim financial statements, and that's been published in March this year. So you can see this corporate reporting insight is packed with a lot of the latest developments, three broad areas: sustainability, Australian financial reporting developments, and IFRS accounting standards developments. We hope you enjoy reading all about all these latest developments, and please feel free to reach out to any of our IFRS and corporate reporting partners or team members.